We brought a gift.
Whoa.
What's start the tick for? What?
Oh.
You have to look at the camera here. You ready? It's just recording anyway. We can edit
Yeah,
this,
you can
but,
start it once.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome to, is this the second?
The second episode.
2.5.
Do we?
2.5.
One and a half.
1.5.
Yeah. All right.
An episode of the ForUni podcast.
The
Podcast for you and I.
Okay,
All
today, if you haven't noticed, guys, we have a guest with us today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Solomon. I'm in Leeds Beckett.
In Leeds. How are you enjoying uni, Solomon?
It's all right. It's not perfect, but
It's
I mean,
great.
I feel like I'm doing a bit of Pansy Course with the, it's the music production, which some people scoff at. Go, oh, it's music. It's not fucking biology.
No.
I disagree.
The art subjects, I think,
Yeah.
are one of the most selfish. Like art, drama, music, one of the most selfish subjects, as in like time-wise. 100%.
It takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
But, just shallow introduction. We actually have a gift for you today, Solomon.
Oh,
We brought a gift.
whoa.
Got the pen?
Actually, this is not quite a gift, actually, but you need to sign this as our first guest.
Oh.
Or else we can't carry on. So
Oh.
just,
Yeah. Right.
just like
Is this legal? Is this legally binding?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
We do not know how this episode will turn out, so we're having you sign an NDA.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much.
Next
Oh,
page.
there's
Oh,
Next
there's
page.
more pages.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just read this.
Don't read the. Yeah.
okay.
Don't read the fine print. Yeah.
Not that. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Do I
sign.
need it? Should I call a lawyer? Do I need
No.
No.
I do know.
No.
I've got you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm in the good hands then. I'm in good hands.
Yeah. You just sign your soul over.
I'm pretty sure the second page said that.
Good morning, pineapple.
But for the podcast.
Sweet. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
You didn't know. We hold this trick in the book.
We got you.
But anyway, yeah. So
I've been got.
you said you said quote unquote Pansy Course. Why would you say that?
It's like people look at like fashion. Fashion's like renownedly the shittest course. Because what do you?
Fashion people? Those words.
I didn't say anything, but I agree.
Fair.
It's one of those sort of like people just naturally go, huh? What are you doing fashion? Like, where are you gonna go after that? Music production. It sounds because like, oh, you be a music producer. That's not what they prepare you for. Like each course, Huddersfield has a production course as well. And I've not heard good things from it. Leeds has got like all the studios and shit, but it tries to do everything at once. It's like, oh, you want to like do podcasting, you want to do studio recording, you want to do a composer. We do all of those. You're jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you wish it was more personalized, or do you like it's like how general it is?
I think I like how general it is, but it's only because I don't know where I'm going to end up. So at the moment, I will say yes to absolutely anything in the music industry. Like, you want me to do sound for video? Sure, I'll do it. But there's some people who want, no, I don't want to do that. I want to work in a studio.
I think good thing is you're very well versed in anything, to be honest.
Thank you.
Agreed.
And also, I do believe that anyway, before anyone gets to the place they want to get to, they shouldn't think they're beneath anything.
Oh, naturally, yeah. Like I've talked to some lecturers and they say like you're gonna start out just getting people coffees and so on.
Yeah.
Like we had some people do Foley work for movies, and the woman who was doing all the software stuff, she said she worked up from like getting people coffees, and then opportunity came up, and that's it. That's like the most. If you know no one, that is I would say like the most not common. Like the most even playing ground. Instead of like, oh, I know a guy who works in the studio, I have a job for him. It's like, oh, you just get coffee with this guy, and then you might get a coincidence.
Yeah,
So it's like
Yeah, so
work
that's-
your way up kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I expected. I expect nothing else.
Yeah, that's good. Well, obviously, we did this on our last episode. We have it in Huddersfield called FESSIONS. It's very hard to find one in Leeds.
I didn't.
Which I didn't expect. I didn't expect that would be
big city.
big city and stuff. But we got some things. I'll let you read the first one.
The first one.
Yeah, the
Okay,
first
this
one.
is an ACS confession.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm dating a white boy for the first time, and I can't lie, it's the best. He pays for everything, is so kind to me, and doesn't play no games. Black and brown boys, you have to up your game, because the white boys are much better partners at Leeds Uni. This makes me want to say, for a start, what am I doing wrong?
What am I doing
I don't know what I'm doing right.
I mean, apparently you're white for a start, so it's working.
Lay the tips.
I'm guessing this person is let's say, a person of color. And
Yeah.
they've tasted the white juice for the first time.
Juice nectar.
They've been to the other side. So any.
I'll have to date one of you to find out, to be honest. I don't know what you're doing wrong.
First
I
tips.
mean,
All right.
to be honest, I don't know what I did wrong. Anyway, and we keep moving. So next,
I guess, like, once you go black, you can go back.
in my case, do you want to read this one?
Do I?
Yeah, can I just take 5 minutes to cry? Anyway, let's go.
So ACS confessions. My boyfriend broke up with me because I told his friend's girlfriend that he cheated on her. I asked if he'd do the same, and he said yes.
Okay, so
Loyalty.
loyalty to the boys.
Yeah.
That is the most bros before hoes thing I've heard,
That is all.
and I'm not sure if I follow that same incentive.
That is glazing. Please do
That
not
is
do
mad.
that. Cheating is bad.
He needs to wipe his chin. He's glazing.
The
It's
glaze is
crazy.
crazy. Don't break up with your girlfriend because she did the right thing. Keep your girlfriends.
Unless you want to be an incel like that, that's fine.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
mean, actually, you know what? Incels out there, if you want to stay the same, keep doing what you're doing.
I
for
don't
real.
think incels have the capability to cheat.
Do you think they have the capability to be in a relationship?
Neither. I don't
I feel like if you do, you're not an incel, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I think if an incel gets in a relationship, fairs.
fair, dude.
It's a pat on the back and a good luck. That's to both the guy and the girl, maybe the other guy.
Fairs.
Yeah.
You did something right or wrong.
Yeah,
that?
you did
Let's say-
something.
Let's just say you did something.
You did something.
You went out of your room once. Okay.
Touch grass,
Touch grass once.
get a
and got
girl.
That is
That's unbelievable.
That's efficient.
generational run.
Been in his room,
Generational run.
walked out, saw a girl. Do you want to go out with me? And then it
worked.
Then you start an online course being like, here's how to talk to women for an incel.
Sits there like this. I walked outside.
He's there in his turtleneck.
Like 10 years down the line, how did you two meet? I stepped outside.
That is
I left the house.
1 for 1, 100% record.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she left him the next week because he was an incel. The last one is, found out my girlfriend runs Ty and Ella from Love Island updates page. And laughed at her. Now she won't talk to me. I can't lie, it's a bit weird. I didn't watch Love Island this year, but Ty and Ella update page is pretty much, let's say, a celebrity update page. It's like if your girlfriend started a...
Sorry to cut you off. My question is, how do you have time?
Yeah,
Do you
true.
know, like, I'd say, like, uni's quite demanding. I
As it
mean,
is.
it could be a hobby, but,
But
like,
not gonna lie, whoever you are, that's a shit hobby.
I don't
I'm
want to
just
throw
gonna let you know.
shade.
You
to
can't put
anyone.
down a CV.
Yeah, exactly. Like, guys, be happy with whatever
Oh
you
no,
do.
but it could be like organization skills.
A media manager.
Media man.
Maybe.
You know what? She might be onto something.
I don't, but then they say like, oh, show us it. And then they go, oh, an update.
Oh, you manage social medias. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ty and Ella, do they know you? No. They're just fan
And you're looking for a job? Yes.
But to be honest, I respect the hustle. You know what? She's doing something.
Is a hustle? Is it making money?
She's making some. She's got fans. She's got followers. Because I think I'm gonna give you the best business pitch right now. She starts out doing Ty and Ella update pages. She probably won't do this though. Starts out with that, and then she deletes all of that, got all her followers, and launches a brand.
Then she starts a band called Splendour.
Ooh.
What do you know about Splendour?
You know,
You know,
about
I
Splendour.
actually don't know a lot about Splendour.
No, but what do they know about Splendour?
What do they know about Splendour?
Get to know. Anyway, describe Leeds in one word.
Busy.
Busy. Okay.
I'd say it's busy.
But describe Leeds as a whole for you.
As for me,
Yeah.
that's hard. I don't go out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's not.
I mean, as a city, because for me, I have this theory, this wild theory. Manchester's cramped, Leeds and Liverpool
You
quite
walk.
straightforward.
You walk a lot more.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Unless you go
It's
into
more
a
spacious.
grocery store or
I've never
Weatherspoons.
actually thought of it that way. It's like Manchester, everything's in like one area on
Yeah.
top
On
of
top of each
on
other,
top
like a
of it.
fucking Lego.
Like
Yeah.
you go literally from the like Arndale Centre, you take 2 blocks down and you're in like the Afflecks.
Yeah.
It's like really short, but Leeds, you have the main bit, and then you go up north, and then you're in the High Park and
Literally,
something,
you
whatever.
just walk straight down.
Yeah.
That big shopping centre.
Yeah, it's really weirdly laid out because it's basically in 2 parts. You got like Trinity down the way, and then you have the rest of it up north.
Yeah.
Which so you have that main road that kind of splits it, which is a really narrow main road.
It was weird. I got lost.
What in Leeds?
Yeah.
I don't like it personally. I prefer Manchester when it comes to locating.
Yeah, it's so much
Oh,
easier.
but is
to
that
get
a thing that we know Manchester quite well?
I barely.
that
I don't, I've probably now totaled more time in Leeds than Manchester because
100%.
I'm walking.
Do you know? Because the weird thing is, like, my mum knows Manchester in and out, and there's some places that I'll be going on the tram somewhere, and I'm like, I've never been there.
Yeah.
And I've lived in Manchester like my
Yeah.
whole life, and I don't know much about it. But yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like TikTok's great for this kind of stuff. Like you have a little there's this hidden thing, or not even
the
hidden,
bars and stuff.
not even hidden. It's sort of like there's this great place that sells these things, and a load of it's in Manchester. Like wow, I never knew that was there.
Exactly.
We don't know, but Manchester's cool. So when I went back, when I was working at the Etihad, I don't like back in the day. I say back in the day like I'm old.
He's 20.
My old age of 20.
I am not old. I'm still young and hip. But when I was fuck off, just because you're 19, you've got gays. You've got gays. When I was working at Etihad, these girls came from, I'm pretty sure, down south. You know, like Narnia and that place. And,
Were they like 30 and ancient?
no, they were like 22.
Bones creaking. Mortgage
Their
due.
bones weren't creaking. My bones aren't creaking either. But anyway, and they were like, south. They come from the south and like, oh my god, like Manchester's so cool. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you know about Manchester for real? But then it actually really is, and we didn't explore it enough.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I didn't realize how kind of good Manchester was.
Yeah.
Until coming to Leeds, like, not everywhere. Because Manchester, it's the 3rd biggest city or something like that in UK.
There's
Yeah.
it's
Pretty
just
wild.
such a I think Liverpool's an aesthetic city, but Manchester is. There's so much to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
anyway.
a function of a form.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See, that's a good quote. Function of a phone.
Engineering,
I've
yeah.
got better quotes for that. They're coming later.
Was it snowing on Mount
They're
Fuji?
coming later.
They're coming later. Okay, compared to last year.
Yeah.
And where you are now, what's actually
In what aspect?
what's uni like? What's different from this? I mean, first time. Okay, actually, what was it like for the throwing like 50 questions at you? What was it like for the first time when you came to uni? Like your experience.
Well, it's kind of like daunting. Not done a gap year, not done a sandwich year or anything like that. And it's just starting uni. I'm like, time away from home. And first year for this course is kind of just like weaning out the people who aren't suited for uni. There was a lot of like, none of the work was challenging because weirdly they always say, oh yeah, you should do something musical. They start everyone from like square one basically, because you have people who've like, I know some people who've kind of barely done any music, but they had the qualifications to get in. So yeah, it was kind of boring and a bit lonely at the start because everyone's doing the same thing of trying to be in uni, be amongst other people, make friends, so there's not much time to like talk to people from home. Luckily, I know us like we have like that Discord, so it's like check in every so often.
Yeah.
But I know not everyone had that, and sometimes you get stuck with flatmates you may not like, or it's just like a pain. So it was a bit lonely, I suppose, at the start, and then boring because there was nothing to do because like uni work wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
But compared to this year, like shit ton more to do.
And it's like,
And I know like the people I'm with as well, and know more about what there is to do in Leeds, and so on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess takeaway there as well is is it make yourself familiar with the city before you? It's not. I mean, it's like we said last time. You can't. I think nothing prepares you from the jump from college.
I think going into uni, not a lot of people are in like groups of people when moving. So a common thing between a lot of people is that it's lonely at the start. And it's like you're just dropped into this new life and you're just like, okay, now I've got to do everything. Like, this course is like really new to me. Everything's new to me. Like, I need to build a new routine, like a new life, a new city for you especially. You said it was so much weirder being in Leeds and Manchester. So it's like you just have to get used to everything on your own as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's quite. Like I say, it's quite scary.
Yeah, and I not want to say coddled, but when I'm at home, it's just me and Dad, and so he has not much to do. He'll make dinner, and it's like, oh, great. But then I'm in uni, it's like, oh, now I got to think about dinner, and I have to think about
That's the
shopping.
thing.
And, you know, I know not everyone's got that luxury of their parents will cook for them, but it's like,
Yeah.
damn, I miss just like walking, just hearing Dad go, so dinner's ready. It's like, oh,
Oh yeah, sweet.
pause the game to the kitchen. What we got? Yeah, it was just like it's so much easier living at home, especially when that's how you live
That's
normally.
how you live normally. So we said last week our saving grace for food and stuff was Lidl. What's yours?
We have last year it was Iceland because it was closer than Aldi, but now Aldi's like 20-minute walk away. So it's that's a saving grace.
So Aldi.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
think is the sister? Is it sister companies or cousins? Which ones?
Who?
Aldi and Lidl. Not me and Lidl.
Are they not rivals?
Yeah, I swear they're rivals. No?
They're fighting.
Not like actively.
I don't
Is
know
it like
their
that?
beef.
Remember them Twix adverts where there was like Big Brother Twix and Little Brother Twix?
Left and right Twix.
That's not big, not Big Brother. Well, I used to see the adverts and they were like brothers, but they were fighting.
Yeah, but that's still Twix.
Are they both? Well, are they both like German owned? Because I know is Lidl German?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I don't know about Aldi.
Yeah,
though.
I don't know about Aldi.
I feel like
Is
it's.
Aldi Swedish?
I don't shop in
I think
Aldi
it's-
enough
no,
to
that's
know.
IKEA.
Well,
I don't know if if Aldi is as well. It's all the same colours.
yeah, but no, I swear they're like friends though. There's some. They either are they rivals?
Oh no!
I
Can you
feel
see them
like-
dapping each other up in the street?
Lidl and Aldi.
To me, Aldi's like the futuristic Lidl. Did yours get refurbished?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Aldi's the futuristic Lidl.
Yeah, they
I mean,
have.
Aldi came second, didn't they?
I don't know the history.
Second to what?
Because I knew Lidl, you know, because I was born in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I knew of Lidl before I knew of Aldi. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
I knew when I came
Yeah,
up.
they're international. Well, they're more international.
Yeah, and Aldi came up, and the only reason I knew Aldi was because of their chocolate brioche.
Oh, they do good chocolate
It's
brioche.
a good one, isn't it? It's
They
not
have
too
good
bad,
cookies.
not too shit.
Cranberry white chocolate cookies.
Putting them on.
They're actually quite
Did you
good.
actually get them last year?
Hmm?
Did you get them last year?
Last year? No, this year.
Oh, first time.
Yeah.
Lidl, Aldi.
Aldi.
I go to Lidl more. So you're saying Aldi was a saving grace?
Yeah, because I don't think there is a Lidl nearby. So it's sort of like
There is definitely there's a Lidl. Is there a Lidl in Leeds?
Somewhere.
it's got to be somewhere in Leeds, but I bet it's like 3 miles away
Yeah.
from here.
No, yeah. Well, Lidl was ours. Aldi was yours. And
But-
last year it was
It was Iceland.
Iceland
Yeah,
because of their ice foods,
Frozen.
frozen.
Yeah.
Food.
yeah. the frozen ice food.
Welcome to teaching me English.
No, you came
It's
from
'cause he was
Nigeria,
born-
guys.
yeah.
But,
They locked in.
so, Lidl, no, Aldi.
Aldi.
And I some saving graces, but this year and last year,
Hmm.
have your struggle meals changed by any chance?
Yes,
For the better or for the worse?
probably for the worse
Oh.
because pot noodles were like, you know, Iceland have the off-brand ones that don't taste too bad.
Yeah.
Or they actually have pot noodles in there. Aldi does not, and their pot noodles, I don't like them personally.
What's your favorite flavor pot noodle?
It's
Let's say from last year.
it's either that's from the actual pot noodle brand. It's either the beef and tomato or the chicken mushroom.
Is the chicken mushroom green?
Yeah,
Green one.
you can't like sometimes you're not feeling like having something spicy, so you can't always say the Bombay bad boy.
Yeah, Bombay Vibes is the best, but
Yeah.
I have beef with pot noodles.
Was it?
You know, like when we moved into our accommodation, I'm not gonna say which accommodation this is.
I know you
But-
guys
Did
want to
you
know.
get the free?
silly
Yeah,
sausages.
like in your
Did you
welcome
want a kebab
package.
one?
Yeah.
No, it was the chicken one.
Oh.
Is that the green one?
Yeah, yeah.
I still have that.
So you need to know because I'll tell you, right? I was so hungry and I hadn't got to Lidl. I moved in on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Saturday. No, Sunday.
Sunday, so everything was closed. I didn't have
Yeah.
time to do my food
Yeah,
shop.
yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'll survive on this pot noodle. It was gritty.
Huh?
It had like molecules. I don't know if it was sand. I don't know what it was.
Sand?
I don't know if I didn't mix it. It was like, yeah, gritty.
Whoa.
Because you were in IQ last year, weren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we were set up with you had a can of Rockstar, a can of Heineken, and an awful doner kebab pot noodle. That was
Doner kebab sounds.
it's
Oof.
you
Wait,
thought
did
it would taste good, but
They gave you a can. Was
Yeah.
it one of those mini ones?
yeah, little ones tasted like shit.
I was like, you give me a full can.
full can of Rockstar though.
Full kind of
This year.
last year. No, not this
think-
year.
yeah, I got
This
full.
year. They did nah.
Shit,
Full can of
IQ,
Rockstar,
yeah.
and I kept it.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah, I still got it. And then someone else didn't like Rockstar, so oh, okay, I'll take it.
You know, fun fact, we're sponsored by Rockstar.
Oh no way!
We forgot. Pack. They're reloading next episode. Isn't it?
After the last episode, they cut off our supply.
Shit.
Yo, I'm pretty sure those Rockstar were laced.
With what?
You're trying to lose a sponsor right now.
They weren't. They were great, not laced.
They gave me headaches.
Yeah.
They gave me headaches.
I don't know why. I still have them
it's because
sometimes.
it might be growing old,
Yeah.
you know.
So the struggle meals, yeah, that's so now it was pot noodles, but now it's sort of like I can't be asked walking anywhere. So it's like what have I got? I got bread, so I can make toast.
Yeah.
Or I got frozen chicken bits, so I'll make up a chicken sandwich. Which isn't too bad, but then you don't always have chicken in, so it kind of just ends up with bread.
I personally think that is better than what we've heard. We've heard of a glizzy roll up.
Well, that's David, isn't it? Is that Dave?
Was it a sandwich or was it? He said no. He had bread and he rolled it up in the bread. Yeah,
Like
yeah. So like, because he didn't even buy. He said
You said fuck then, like damn.
Glizzy
someone
bread
check
was
that up on
expensive.
him. Like, he went down like shit. Is he good?
yeah, that's like why
so
not just turn
funny.
it into a sausage sandwich at that point?
Well,
it wasn't sausages.
David
though. It was
doesn't think like most
Shaboing
of us.
boings.
Shaboing boings, straight glizzies,
straight,
hot dogs.
straight glizzies. David thinks on a higher level plane.
He doesn't look at a sausage go, that's gay, does he?
No,
Is he worse?
I don't know. He's thinking. I think he's ascended thinking.
David,
if that makes
David
sense.
doesn't think. David plots. just
Christ.
yeah.
He schemes.
This is the man. The other
Is that how he's like in the kitchen? He's like, what have I got?
Nah, I will tell you. Oh my gosh, I was gonna talk about Edwin then from London, but that's for a different time. But David, the other day I walked into the kitchen, and he has these glizzies, and he was like, "I refuse to eat them normally," and he starts breaking them up.
What? What's
The sausages.
what's wrong?
Because he was like, "Oh, it's gay." I was like, and it was like, "No, David, just eat normally." And he's like, "Nah." So he starts breaking up the sausage and starts eating them like that. Like,
It's been like that since college.
remember the ice-lolly?
I used to buy ice-lollies on hot days for everyone. So I was handing out these rockets, like these cheap rockets from the Nisa local.
Yeah.
And then I saved the last one for David, so it's slightly melted. And then everyone's just eating them. I was like, we have like 10 minutes of lesson. He's like, oh, I've got no time. He opens it, breaks it off in his hand. His hand's so sticky.
Oh, that's awful.
And he's like, just eating it like
He's
like a bunch
offering
of
people.
Skittles.
He's offering people.
Do
He
you
breaks it off.
want
He's like,
some?
yeah, nah.
But that's David for you, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a lovely chap.
He is an interesting character.
I mean, you guys have met him in the last episode. You know, make with that what you will.
Yeah, spectating the episode.
I
That's
think we
funny.
keep saying last episode. Is that episode even gonna air?
Well, you had the first
No,
20
no,
minutes.
we had the
Yeah.
pilot.
We have the pilot.
We had that's never gonna air. You're never gonna see that.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
We have half the episode.
You have the camera audio.
Episode 1 will be best bits. Let's say
We'll
that.
say Hassan spilled water on all the wires,
And it just
we
we lost the
audio.
file
audio
when because it was Hassan's fault.
camera audio only is a problem.
You could have got like a nice juicy
Crisp.
1.5 hour episode of our beautiful faces
Somebody didn't like a pink cup.
and decided to ruin it all and
Yeah.
just build water and wires. And you know, wires and water don't go well together. So
I didn't know.
So you got
that.
kitchen audio instead. Just raw kitchen audio.
yeah, so you know, or you could. We actually went underwater. So sorry about that, guys. All right, housing fee.
Housing fee for Leeds is apparently high. So like, this is a 4-person with a garden, which is pretty good. And it was 100. It's going up next year, but it's 127 or 23.
wow.
No, 123. I think it's going.
Wow,
That's like £100 in Huddersfield.
And that's a 52-week
that's
contract.
amazing.
That's amazing for Leeds, I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
But in Huddersfield, like houses are like 95
Yeah.
a week.
Don't
so-
rub
Yeah,
it in, but like, we have it good.
Yeah.
Just say.
And it's, 'cause that's for a 4-person. I know some other people, they like the rooms are small.
Yeah.
With like, but we have 2 bathrooms, so it can't be that bad. Like this front room and the kitchen's pretty big as well. I know someone's like in a 6-person and they're paying like £10 less per week, and they have huge rooms.
Really?
Yeah. So it varies from where you are, because we're nearer to just the Leeds Beckett.
Or the
Rather than
city.
the high. They get the bit where Leeds Uni is. You go up to the north of Hyde Park and so on. So yeah, there's a lot of houses more north of here, which is like the middle. If you looked at the actual park, like the middle bit of it between the top and bottom.
Yeah.
There's loads on the top left corner and just below. That's where most of the houses are.
Yeah, because I think price-wise, I do think houses are better than
Yeah,
accommodation.
I agree.
Accommodation more maybe
Yeah.
accessible. I don't
More
know.
I'm not sure why, because weirdly, I think it must be the ensuite or something, because it would make sense. Like, oh, you got this big complex; it shouldn't cost that much to be in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think houses are. apparently there's an unwritten rule by second year you shouldn't be in accommodation anymore. I don't know who made that rule up.
The second year, you're a mature student by then, like, you have to move out. You have to move out.
You guys make it sound like I'm moving out of my parents' house and then...
But the good thing about it is that we have this for next year as well. So like we call up the house people and stuff.
Or renew your lease.
Yeah, we renew it.
Literally could just leave your stuff.
Yeah. So it's like you don't have any. I know some people have the trouble of it's term time. We got to clear out, which I think that's wild.
I mean, we were talking the other day and you said, was it in Chester?
In
that
Chester,
it's
that's in one of the accommodations. I don't know about the others. But
It's
yeah,
hassle. That is hassle.
such a hassle.
Just like even taking it from like at the end of the year, it's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I've got to get someone, my mum, parents to come and get it and then go. But doing it every term is it's diabolical.
Yeah, we get to make the house home, kind of thing. Like we have
Yeah.
everything
This
set
is
up in this
really
room.
cool.
I mean, yeah, you won't be able to see behind the camera, but this is like a little studio.
We got little plushies.
We've got a little plushie here.
Yeah.
This is, yeah.
Do they have names?
Yeah.
I think that shark has a name, but I cannot remember it.
Is it called Sharky?
No, it's something like say
That's
like Chris with a K or something like that.
Oh, Caris.
Yes, I have no idea. I could be making it up. Could be called Jackie for all I know.
Yeah, you know what? We'll name it today.
Don't know about the penis. I think pretty sure Senor Penne has a name though, which isn't Senor Penne. I just made that up.
That was good. I heard
On the
that's called
spot.
Senor Penne.
No,
Senor Penne. Oh shit.
Mr. Penis.
Do you reckon that's big?
For in terms of plushies,
No, in terms of penises.
probably I'd say it's on the larger side.
I'd do it.
You do it.
Yeah.
I'll be impressed.
Do you want to what?
Just I'll cover the camera.
We're gonna cut.
Just we'll be right back. Oh my god, Chris, you actually did it.
That's his black screen.
No way! Where'd it go?
Oh, Chris, you actually took it. Wow.
Wow, I need to take it out for the podcast.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Oh, I took it. I thought it was still in there.
No, it's just, wait, it's still in there.
Yeah, just keep it in.
Wow.
Just get comfy. It's gonna be there
that's
for a
crazy,
while.
man. Oh, do it. I like what you did for the ForUni podcast. You know,
Did
the
for you
podcast.
guys.
You know, for you and I.
Yeah, for you and I.
But housing wise and accommodation wise, which was easier to travel?
To travel, well, I'm only 5 minutes extra from where it was before, which is
Oh,
it was quite a good find compared to, like as I said, the most of the houses are like. So I'm a 20-minute walk from uni roughly, but I know more houses like half an hour. But there's buses, but the buses aren't always the most reliable.
Yeah.
I like a walk. So yeah, here's alright for a walk, but I know some people have had to move like a while away. So it's not too bad when it comes to transportation and so on.
Transportation and stuff. I mean, like I said, like from my special personal opinion of Leeds, you come from the train station and literally it's like a straight walk if you want to get to anywhere, which I think is quite helpful for you. And I've said that Liverpool's like that as well. What would you say is? I know you say you don't go out much, but what would you say is your favorite? Is there a favorite place you've been to in Leeds? Like or like a place where you've been like, oh, that's actually that's a good place. That's the shit.
No, but I've heard there's like a few, not even hidden pubs or bars, but they're quirky, kind of like they're nice environments on. Like there's a whole strip of nice restaurants that are near the train station. You have all of them there. So you want a nice meal, that's where you go. Or, you're never far from a Wetherspoons or a Greg's. They're on every corner. Pretty
Flipping Greg's and a Cafe Nero in Leeds.
Oh yeah.
Where every time I see like there's like 5 Greg's in the first 5 minutes I've been there. I don't know what it.
I've not been out a lot, so there's like some cozy places. Like there's the Corn Exchange, which is like nice aesthetic. It's it's like a round building, almost looks like a miniature Colosseum kind of thing.
Oh really?
With a dome. Yeah, it's like got wooden floors. It's quite a nice aesthetic, but it's just like it's a bit like Affleck's, but you can actually walk about.
Oh, what can you? What just chill and just?
Yeah, there's it's mainly shops like the quirky shops that have like not necessarily unique posters. Like the ones at HMV, like those kind of posters, or what is it? There's like roller skating that happens after like 6 or 8 or something like that because it's all wooden floor. There's a little coffee shop that's always functional in the centre. That's just like one of the little pieces there. There's a whole market which I did not know existed, which me and Jessica stumbled into pretty much, and it's like there's that food court in Manchester off the side of Oxford Street. It's like a warehouse, but it doesn't have walls. It's like that, but it's just like a full market.
Wow.
And it was like we just went outside the Corn Exchange, and it was like, oh, it's right there, Leeds Market.
We have one like that.
Where?
The Huddersfield Open Market.
Yeah, it's all like that. You have like a load of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, what's this?
I mean, I was walking through some. I was with.
Huddersfield, who are you with?
I was actually thinking. It's not
Insert
even bad
name.
to say this person's name, but I was with a tall person, right? And tall black man. And we were walking
Oh,
through
you
these
mean LeBron?
markets. Yeah,
LeBron comes to Huddersfield
Yeah.
sometimes. LeBron James, by the way.
Big
we
dunk.
we were surprised that they had fruits and veg so cheap as well. And I was just having a gander, having a walk out. Some guy tried to sell me a typewriter for like 200. He was like, "You just
Whoa.
tried to convince me that I needed a typewriter." And I genuinely, I almost felt like I needed a typewriter. It's like, "You student?" I was like, "Yeah. You must need to type."
You just always do the
I
fucking-
thought about it.
Did you always do the fucking like sell me this pen and then he just takes pen? You need a pen?
Yeah, yeah, and that's how it felt.
Do you need a
And
typewriter?
it's just
Yeah.
like, I'll give you a discount. I'll give you for free ink and paper.
Wow.
What century does it think it is?
Fair enough.
Because back in my day,
And
we used
it
a
had
typewriter.
LEDs on it though. That almost
Oh,
sold
that's
me.
a good selling point.
It could have just been like a statement piece.
It helps you type faster.
Yeah,
How much was it?
Huh?
How much was
like
it?
almost 200.
Come on now.
It was quite nice. If I had a picture, I'd show the picture. It's,
No,
it's on my
not
phone.
200. You get a
Vintage
laptop.
typewriter.
Vintage.
Can't
Yeah.
upload that shit to the cloud.
Yeah, but you could put it in a file. No.
That's the one thing the uni always goes like, you want to make sure you're like saving it in 3 different places.
But then, like, oh, you're hearing. And if I heard that from, because our rooms are close, if I heard that, you're cooked.
Imagine that in lectures, like, is everyone taking notes? I know that guy is.
Get out.
I'm like, hold on, I'm getting my white out. I made a mistake.
Wait, can you slow down? Can you slow down?
Wait. Okay.
Oh no, people would kill you.
That'd be hilarious. to see that.
I know there's more like hidden things. I know there's is it a dog or cat cafe
Yeah,
in Leeds?
girlfriend went to that as well. It's near the Corn Exchange. It's weirdly hard to find because it's not right in your face. It's at the moment it's under scaffolding. That's why it's hard to find.
Is it a dog and a cat?
No,
cafe?
just a cat cafe.
cat cafe.
I forget
I
what
was thinking
it's
about
called,
there's dog yoga. That's what I was thinking
Oh,
of.
dog
but
yoga.
there is dog. There's puppy. I think it's puppy yoga.
Yeah.
There's one in
There is
Manchester.
there's rock climbing as well. There's like loads of shit to do, but
There's
they have
so
student
much.
discount. They got escape rooms, axe throwing. Like it's a student place. They have
Yeah.
a load of student
I
discounts.
heard that about Leeds for sure. Like people always be like, oh my gosh, like I mean, I think it was your. He lives here. I forgot his name when we came last.
Richard?
Not Rich. He had cool pants. Jacob Collier.
Oh,
pants.
Milo.
Milo, and
yeah.
he was saying, no, was it Milo?
It's either Milo or Isaac. That's a
Oh
3 people.
no, it wasn't Milo. Milo's cool. It was another guy in actually Leeds Beckett Uni, and he comes from down south, and he was like, oh my gosh, I came here, and
Louis.
There was someone.
he existed. It
He
wasn't
existed.
But he came from down south, and he was just talking about how, oh my god, like coming to Leeds is like, you know, it's a proper student city, and I thought it was going to be thingy, but like, you know, it's a different.
Yeah.
I do feel anyone that comes from down south to northwest or Yorkshire, it's a different place for them, which is it's like coming to the jungle almost for them.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's
I
like
think we're all farmers.
like look at us
It's not much, but it's honest work.
yeah, but it's like I don't know. Yeah, I don't
Yeah, there's loads of stuff to do. Everything has a student discount. Like there's, as I said, there's the X-Men. There's a zoo as well. That's
There's a
pretty
Leeds
cool.
zoo?
Not a Leeds zoo. It's called Tropical World, but it's like it's a load of the open ones where you have like it's all heated and you have the birds and stuff that kind of fly about.
wait, and like the monkeys as well come down
There's no monkeys that are open, but you have them in the
in their
enclosure.
cages.
Yeah,
Yeah, to be honest, monkeys are apparently they're quite dangerous.
yeah, they're menaces
They're
when they're
menaces, yeah.
open.
So they could rip your faces off.
Yeah,
Orangutans go for the nose and eyes. It's scary.
nice.
Because they just know it's funny to them. It's genuinely true.
Got your nose.
It's genuinely true. Like,
They just know it's funny.
Yeah. So for dates, Leeds great. Like there's always something to do.
yeah.
It's often discounted.
As I said, it's like discounted. Wednesdays,
Wednesdays.
big days for Leeds.
When,
Student
almost every
discounts.
day. There's Wednesdays stuff on Wednesdays. There's like Thursday nights to have something. Or there's always
Yes.
something going on, either in a club or a bar.
And you can get student discount either way.
Yep.
Student discounts are your best friends.
Was it the app Student Beans and some
Uni
Uni
Days,
Days?
yeah.
Uni
Yeah,
Days.
get on that.
Have your ID on you too.
You get even if you want to get your cheeky laptop, you're moving to uni. Get on Uni Days.
Oh, yeah.
To give you a little something.
do though. Give your phone number away to Uni.
Motherfucking Disco Bobby. That
Bobby Disco.
bitch. Bobby Disco.
Whoa, Bobby Disco. I see what you're doing, but stop calling me.
I don't want none of that
Don't
shit.
text me.
I've had enough.
It was like
for context, this
so
was the only night that me, Sol,
Oh yeah.
and Hugh have been on with a bunch of other people.
it was like we were buying tickets. I don't know if you guys did the same thing. When I was buying my ticket, I put my number in
Yeah,
into the
Don't-
website.
Was this
No, I
on
didn't
Fat
think-
Soma?
No, yeah, it's on Fat Soma.
'Cause
So your
I bought
number's not
mine-
automatically there.
I didn't buy mine at the door because I thought, oh, we're definitely going. So I bought it like the night before. I think.
yeah.
I
'Cause we did
bought mine
pre's.
on
We
their
did
website.
Oh,
So I put my number in, and that's how they got my number.
But no, I think because Fat Soma, by the way, is like when you move to uni, you get it's for events.
Yeah.
And it has more events than just uni events
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
But I feel like when you sign up, you put your numbers in anyway, and you have the thing for subscriptions and alerts. So they got us too. And this was about a year, literally around about a year ago, and
Yeah.
we still get
To this day.
To this day, we don't
this
even go
day.
to Leeds. Bobby Disco is still trying to get me to come to his Monday warehouse business, fam.
Motherfucker.
It was good for that one day, and that's it.
I didn't-
Was it even good?
Was the day good?
I'm not a club guy, so but it was
Yeah.
better than the last time I went to that club. Because last time I went to that club, they for some reason like shoved us all upstairs because there's 2 levels to it.
Yeah.
and I have no idea why. Because they like fully sardined us in. You could not move. And then I'm not drunk enough for this, and so I'm already like a bit anxious because I'm like smushed up.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden the music playing and then the lights go on then off, but not quick enough that you can see.
They're trying to blind you.
Yeah, fully. It goes on, off. And so like I'm trying to, I've had enough of this and going back, and I just can't navigate. You have to like push through and then stop, wait for the light to come on, move again.
They're like, wait, where do you think you're going?
Yeah, and then I went the way that we came in, like we were shoved up the stairs,
yeah.
and I go, where's the exit? And because of I assume the dancer probably thinks like I'm pissed or whatever.
Yeah.
Then he's going, just go back in. I look him dead in the eye and go, where's the exit? And go, other side of the room
Yeah.
for some reason. So then there's an exit stairs and entrance stairs, but that was just like, so you had to cross the whole dance floor with the flashing lights and everyone who's off the beans just to get out.
It was pretty much escape room. They got you.
Yeah,
They got you.
straight up. But the second time when we were there, that was much, much better.
It was a slow start.
The slow.
Yeah.
Before I remember, we went to Pre's at a place.
Prees.
Yeah.
The person who hosted these prees, they like party. It's like this pre felt like a house party type thing.
There's quite a lot of people.
With fair dues.
And it's like I just saw like about 6-7 bottles on the table. I was like, everybody went
Bottles
through
of water because we're healthy.
that. Yeah.
I'm lying.
Get your 2 liters in.
Yeah, I did not drink enough. Like I was too drunk too soon, and then
You
by
didn't
the
drink
time.
enough water. That's not
Oh
healthy.
no!
son.
Yeah, no. I had definitely some kind of urine infection going on.
I say you can never drink enough water.
Yeah.
My water was like 40% strong, dry water.
Dry water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made sure mine was drunk. So I thought don't have money to buy drinks from a club.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
thought, I have I think I had 2.5 of nearly, I'd say at least a third, nearly a half of 40% dry water.
Yeah,
Dry
it
water.
was me, you, and Hassan on that dry water.
So
Yeah.
dry
Yeah.
water. If you want to sponsor us, we're right here, just for you. But anyway.
That's a good shout from you though, Saul. Uni pre-hard because nobody has money to spend in a club.
Yeah, because they get you as well. The drinks they add up. They do
I
add up.
feel like as soon as I'm getting to the club and I'm already paying entry, it pulls me away from buying drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just buy maybe 1 Jaeger bomb during the night.
Someone when we went out for one of the socials, I think he said he spent like near 100 quid because it was like the tickets were 4 quid, but the drinks, everything's expensive.
I'm sorry, but
And then Ubers.
is he good?
Oh, this guy, like,
Quid for what?
because he's buying other people's drinks. I think either they
fair
owed him.
dues.
I don't know. This was overheard more so than told to me.
Yeah.
But he says like, there's Uber there, Uber back, the entry, and then all the drinks. And the drinks are like, they're like £10, £15 each.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take much. After you say like an Uber's, say he lives a bit further away, so it's like £10 here, £10 back, 20 quid plus a £5. It's already £25
Yeah.
plus like 4 doubles for you and your friend.
Yeah, what people do for a night out is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. So anyway, so we got there pre hard.
Yeah.
It was like a little party. It was kind of cute.
Pre-hard.
It was nice.
It was cozy.
It was cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went out to Bobby Disco's warehouse.
Oh, I was like, we rarely go out, So I was like, let me dress the part. I had all my little accessories
Yeah,
on.
you
He was
did.
looking fly.
Little
He
belt
looked
chain,
good. You know, it was
like
nice.
my fancy belt.
Yeah.
Got to the door, and then we're waiting in the queue for a while, right? Then the bouncer's like, you gotta take everything off.
No
I'm-
motion for you
I'm
today.
taking rings, I'm taking belt
Yeah,
chain, I'm taking
Yeah, you had
sunglasses
the
on.
shades. Yeah.
Because anything that could be used as a weapon.
Because I mean, I think another weird thing about, I mean, let's say the club in life is there's some weird rules. I mean, understandable, but I mean, I remember there's a club that I had a hat on that said take it off. I said no, but I don't have a good trim. Why are you trying to fuck my night up, man?
Yeah,
But
I keep my beanie in my pocket, but don't wear a beanie in your club because you'll just get robbed.
Oh my gosh!
Somebody will swipe that.
Little trick
up.
for you guys out there: glasses, bucket hat combo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Robbed.
People don't rob
Wait, no, not
bucket
wrong.
hats as much.
No, like,
People don't rob bucket hats as much. They love taking beanies.
well, but there was a bucket hat that I had,
Oh, yeah.
and that's how I'm gonna say. Just for you guys out there, just a little one. Anyway, we're in there. It's a proper
Yeah, yeah.
disco. It's like ABBA and
Yeah, it was
70s
good music,
shit.
that.
It's like
Yeah.
your moves. I didn't expect to angle.
I didn't expect that either.
Do you know that was interesting? We started we had a dance circle going
Yeah.
on, but it was like half a circle. Like some people like stepped in, then when it was their turn, they just turned around.
Yeah, then I got pushed. I was like, I've never had to do this in my life before. Just dance, let's go.
boom, boom, hitting the.
I was happy with it. I was like, yeah, I did
No,
that.
he came
great.
correct. He came
It was
correct.
great.
And then you met some random people. It
It
was all
started
right.
picking up. It started picking
It
up.
started picking. Because, oh my god! Because when we first got there, we were like, "What have we
Oh, yeah,
done?
it's pretty empty, wasn't it?
What have we actually done?" And we're going upstairs to the toilet just to have something to do. Just going upstairs, coming back down.
Yeah.
And then it started picking up. The disco. It's like, oh my god! Never mind. This is what we're talking about. Bobby Disco. But plus, please stop texting me. But anyway, it was a good night.
I step outside. Remember all these accessories I took off? I was like, oh, they must have kept it in like a locker. And then I was like, yeah, can I have my stuff, please? They're like, oh, what's yours? So they don't even check for a start. And then for two, it was all on the table, just outside.
The fuck?
And it was like,
It was 1 minute away from being taken to eBay, fam.
so I was like,
Christ.
you know, like,
Yeah.
I like
think I
that piece
was-
of jewelry. It's random. I'll take it.
I was just scared for my
Wow.
drip.
Yeah.
You had to leave.
I got everything back though.
Oh, that's good then.
I remember leaving Bobby Disco with no voice, so that's good.
Yeah,
But
that's a good
please
sign.
stop texting me.
Yeah, please. I don't know where the unsubscribe button is, but stop.
Stop. Stop.
Before it's...
God, no, there's literally there's no subscriber, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
To this day.
Because I think I'm getting some important messages, and it's you, Bobby Disco.
Yeah, like no one texts me unless it's like they have no signal.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or it's urgent. Or
But then my phone goes off. Oh shit! Oh,
ting.
fucking motherfucking Bobby Disco bitch.
Please, man. You did well. That's it. We had a good time. But anyway, we're so
Yeah, so you're in the club and then we
in
leave.
the club. He's cooked. Let's just say that he's cooked. He cooked. He got a little
Chefed.
he
Full
gets-
chef mode, yeah.
Chef mode. You know, little, and then little thing was happening.
So we're walking back,
Yeah.
and then
No, we literally get out the club and turn right, and then you say, "I'm going this way."
Yes.
yeah,
Okay. No. There was a split road. There was a split
yeah.
road. So everyone else is going left.
yeah,
Right.
I
And then
thought-
I'm
Everyone,
walking.
you, Hassan, and me go back to mine left. Everyone else is going right because you three were initially going to get a train.
Yeah. So because I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna go and get my bag at the place.
That was it. Yeah, you needed your bag.
at the place of his friend. But then everyone else then goes to that side.
Yeah.
Oh, we're hungry. We want to go get a doner kebab because that's what we do after a night out.
That is it's good though.
It is a good thing to do. And then so yeah, me, you, and this person go back. To
Yeah,
the
so
place.
we get back to we're in the kitchen, and then I'm talking to the friend I've made that night, and then I honestly forget that Nimi was there.
Right, can we have context?
Wow.
Can we have context? So basically, at this point, I end up third wheeling because I think we're going home. I think it's home time. It's 3 a.m. I have a lecture at like 9. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go get my bag because the Prees was at this person's place.
Yeah.
Everyone else apparently got the memo that something else was going to go down.
Because it was me and Hassan. What was Hassan doing? Or did he go with you
Hungry
lot?
as well. He didn't go with us.
Okay, yeah, 'cause-
Everyone else.
So yeah,
was in the streets,
I go
yeah.
back to my accommodation. I'm waiting for you lot because I was thinking like, are you gonna come back or not? Because
Yeah.
I'll be up.
Yeah, exactly. And so
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to go and get my bag.
So I is Nimi here on my left and my friend on my right. And then I'm on the face of my friend, and we're like, oh, we should play a board game soon, maybe Scrabble. And then, so while we're thinking about Scrabble, I was like, yeah, I'm a bit thirsty. Let me get a drink. Turn. Oh, Nimmy. Hi.
You want to? This is a bit of a two-player game of Scrabble.
Bearing in mind, I'm there like this.
We've already got enough letters for two people.
So I'm there like, so I'm like, oh my gosh, like, oh, this is fun.
Scrabble.
Let's do Scrabble. Like, oh my god. And then it clocked. But I thought, because I thought I'd done some decent wingmanning.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my god, I'm about to burn the meal. So I'm like, it's a two-player game of Scrabble. Let me go. And then he even pulls out his Oscar-winning performance and goes, "Are you sure you don't want me to come with you? Are you sure you don't want to, like, you're gonna get lost?"
I would have went with you.
He genuinely would have, because that's the person Chris was. But he was like just adding that extra, like, no, I'm like, I'm fine, I'm great, to get back to Saul's, where everyone else is, because everyone else knew that Scrabble was going to happen. I didn't.
Well,
I thought we were going
just
home.
to clarify, they weren't at mine. They went to get food. I think there's the takeaways nearby.
Yeah.
But I was just chilling at mine because I think we went to what's her name's from, who was in the same accommodation.
That
was it.
EJ's.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were there for a bit.
Yeah.
And then that's when I forget, someone else was there with us. I think
Hassan was there.
Hassan was there. And some other people.
There were some other people.
Yeah,
there
that's
as well.
where Hassan was, and that's why people came back to get food, because I ran upstairs to get my, like, I'll just get some chips or something and bring them down, put in her oven.
Yeah. No, because everyone's waiting at this one place. Can I also just say that I think to get me to leave, they offered me muffins. Like a snack on the way. Here's a little snack.
With the blueberry ones, I bought
muffins.
them. I remember.
And you were like, oh, Nimmy, would you like a muffin? Like, as a snack on my quest back to Saul's. Bearing in mind, I'm going to say my perspective after this. I understand what was happening. I was like, never mind. We're not going home. Something else is happening. So I end up trying to find my way to Saul's with Google Maps. And I end up getting lost. Bearing in mind, there is no forest in Leeds, but I was in a forest.
Bearing in mind, there's
Leeds.
only main roads from where you were to mine.
But I ended up in a forest in Leeds when apparently there's no forest. I swear to God, there's a forest in Leeds, and I was there. I'm a survivor, all right?
Did you see the rats?
The big-ass
The
rats.
rats in Leeds can jump.
They can. We
Jump.
saw, like, we had rats in the garden for a bit, and we just thought, it was like, hey, that is Biggie Cheese.
They're huge. And they jump like, I'm 6 foot tall. But they can jump to, like, up to my shoulder.
You're 6'2". Come on,
I
now.
had to for the rest of the people, though.
On a bad day, 6 foot. Carry on.
So they can jump like up to
Yeah,
like my shoulder, like my hip.
Yeah.
Like, let me not exaggerate, like hip level. I was like, wow. Did you encounter them?
Yeah, so, bearing in mind, I'm in this forest. I'm seeing rats scuttling about. And then I call EJ like, hello? I'm lost. Where's your house? And it turned out I think I put the wrong address. But anyway, I was in a forest in Leeds while you were playing Scrabble, apparently. I denied the muffins. I would have loved the muffins.
Yeah, the muffins were great.
Oh my God, there's some big-ass rats, man.
So yeah, you get to mine finally after waiting for, I don't know, like far longer than
It was up to it. It felt like days.
Yeah,
I
and
think
so
it was half an hour though.
yeah,
but-
EJ's like, I think she's like going to bed or something. So we said, okay, we'll move to mine in the kitchen,
yeah.
and then that's when we kind of just sat there, me, you, and Hassan.
Just.
I wonder how that game of Scrabble was going.
Yeah. I wonder if it's even happened.
Yeah.
How long did I tell you to? How long was it till I texted you guys that, like, I was like,
Brother.
I won the game.
For context, we got back to you won the game. We got back to Huddersfield at 8 a.m.
I think I remember seeing it was 3:30. No, it was turn 3, because each time I was going, oh yeah, we'll wait until this time and then we'll go and we'll
we
then
kept
update
missing
you.
trains,
And you
yeah.
kept going, no, we're almost done.
Just a very intense game of Scrabble.
Yeah.
So we were just, but then, do you know what pissed me off? Hassan. Oh, I can't say this one on camera. Hassan called.
Good morning, pineapple.
He was so pissed. I don't know if that's a pineapple moment, but I don't give a shit.
And the whole time we're going, this better be worth it. Like, you better have won that Scrabble game.
It was a draw.
We get a call at 4 a.m. after waiting for his Scrabble games finished. Oh no, we're just talking.
We were just
Come
kind of
on now.
playing with the letters.
So yeah, long story short, we end up getting back to Huddersfield at 8 a.m.
And then the walk is like 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
25
It
minutes.
was like
And
20,
I
20
still
from
went to my
mine.
lecture, though.
Yeah, 20 from mine to the
Oh, to the
station.
train station.
So you did 40 minutes walking and a half an hour train ride.
I also had a marked practical in the morning.
Yeah.
So no sleep. I literally put my head on the pillow, woke up,
It's time to
put my
go.
lab coat on,
It's how
and
it
went
be,
up to
though.
the lab.
Yeah, I had a 9 o'clock and I still turned up for that. I don't know why I did it. It was useless as
Yeah,
fuck.
but every Leeds
walk keeps
night,
going.
most Leeds night that we go to,
It just keeps going.
we just go like bang.
Like Huddersfield, we're not feeling it. I could
We're
just
going home.
10-minute walk
Yeah.
in my bed, it's cozy. Leedsbury, it's either you thug it out or you leave early.
And they don't help us because the train actually comes at like 3 a.m. So it's like around that time from 3, you can start going home. But nah, that was a crazy night. I mean,
That was. It was hilarious because we're just thinking, when's this game of Scrabble gonna finally?
It was an
and we
it was
had
an intense
we had
game.
for some reason the only channel that was worth watching at the time was Pop.
oh my god, was it Power Rangers? The Power
Rangers was on.
Yes, we're watching Power Rangers.
No, yeah, nothing else was on that was like not depressing news. So it's like, oh,
Yeah, it's Power Rangers at
And then
3, 4 a.m.
I think we just finished. We saw the end of Pokemon and it was just Power Rangers like reminiscing.
I remember just falling asleep and waking up and then being like, we need to go.
Well, me and Hassan demolished some hummus.
Oh my
was
gosh, Hassan was pissed off.
Was that the same night? Was that a different night?
No, there's only-
it's
there's
same
only one night.
bro. There was only one night. We just had a different perspective. We weren't
There
quite playing
was
Scrabble.
there was
though.
one night where we were all at Saul's.
You came and then you went, I think.
Or was that beforehand?
Where we were all at Souls.
Or I came to yours. Or was that when we were waiting for the train?
That might have been a
That was
different night. No, it was a different night because we went out and then we went to Seoul. Seoul
Yes.
wasn't out.
Yeah,
That's
That was a
right.
different
Okay,
night.
okay,
That was a
okay.
different night. Don't worry. We
my
definitely.
head was like,
Yeah, it was just mixed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you were having Scrabble and we were
Yeah.
watching Power Rangers. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it was worth it in the end.
I had fun.
You had fun. We still had to.
I had fun.
We had to trek to.
I had it easy though.
Yeah, we.
I ain't gonna lie.
I remember just being like, God damn. But we still went to our lectures. Always go to your lectures, guys.
even the 9 a.m.
Even your 9 a.m.s.
Even though
they don't
they
exist.
don't exist,
Yeah.
Yeah.
To Chris, to me they exist. I go to all my 9 a.m.s.
I don't know, maybe it's Beckett, but no one turns up for a 9 a.m.
Fair.
You have like the classes are already pretty small. I'd say the biggest one is 20 people, and you will if 9 a.m. even 10, you're
You're
lucky to get
pushing
half
it.
a class.
I was gonna ask then, what's your course like lecture wise and seminar wise? Is it different being like a music production? How does that work?
Yeah, because you mainly want to be more hands-on because you can't really learn about it. So like lectures are really boring naturally, but it's it's either informative or completely useless. Like we're doing something on they basically want us to use a load of different techniques to make a song and then be like, here's the techniques we use. But one of the lectures related to it was the history of synthesizers.
Oh,
What fucking use is that? You know,
seems so cool, man.
synths are cool, but then the lecture after it, or the lecture after that, I forget, I missed one because why bother going to it, was the difference of like the west side and east side synthesizers in like the 80s or 90s, whatever it is. I wasn't there, I don't know. But yeah, it's like, why is this relevant? All you wanted to talk about really is like, oh, we messed around with a synth and got the sound, and then here's
Yeah.
books to back it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, lectures can often be useless, or they can be like, here's for, I think it was like for composition when you have to actually write stuff down. It's like, here's the basics of notation. You can't really like work it and teach at the same time. So that's good. Studio work, always good. You turn up to those, you get shit done, you actually learn about the studios. The lecturers sometimes are complete and utter dog shit though. Because there'll be, you know, we have mixed, no one really, and this is mainly talking first year, but none of the lecturers really know where everyone's at skill level wise because everyone's had different things. So it's fair point that they either start at ground zero or they try and meet somewhere in the middle, which is doesn't always go well.
Yeah. I mean, something that you said that, I mean, Holy Cross wise, college wise, apparently you had it good.
Yeah, we had it so good. So the teacher there, Luch,
Shout out Luch, man.
absolute legend. He's taught me stuff that I use in my uni work, which no lecturers even talked about or mentioned, like LUFs, which are basically like the average loudness of a song, which we perceive like if a sound that's like a lower frequency doesn't sound as quiet or loud as something that's higher up. So that's something that's called loudness. I'm nerding out a bit. Anyways,
That's fine.
he's mentioned that, and it's like that's comes to what's the mastering process. No lecturers mentioned that whatsoever. So if you're to release a song, you should know about this, but this is not something that's mentioned. You could probably ask, but you shouldn't have to ask if you're being taught.
That's true.
So he knows people in Splendour, and he's currently mixing the debut song, and it's sounding good. I get exclusives. It's sounding good.
Thank you.
Do you know why that is? Because of Luch.
Because of Luch, there's so much stuff. Like the book, he had 3 books that were in the class. Like these, refer to these. Those are the same books the uni recommends to look at.
How big
Yeah.
were these
And they-
books?
how what?
How big were these books?
These are small books. They're really efficient text and they're easy reads as well.
I was
like-
thinking like
No, this is like
What you do that
encyclopedia.
this is like that kind of big.
Okay.
And there's two volumes. There's one for like when you're mixing on a laptop or when you're recording in a studio. And those two could like probably sort you out for your career. Like,
Wow.
they're really good books and they're not expensive. Like we have the open library. But either way, the lecturers aren't great unless you ask. So if you have a problem, they can probably help you.
Ask questions.
Yeah, ask questions, but sometimes they're completely useless.
Yo, is it Leeds Beckett Uni?
Mm-hmm.
Leeds Beckett Uni lecturers, if you're watching this, keep doing what you're doing.
There's one guy. He's a lovely guy. He's got a label, and if I say that, everyone knows who he is in Beckett. And he's like always positive reinforcement. Or like if you're doing something great, he will tell you it's great. If you're doing something shit, he won't say it's shit. He'll just go, "That's all right."
Damn.
But then there's another lecturer who does on one of the same modules. He's good. He might like beat you down as in like that's dog shit, but that's what you need to hear sometimes. This guy's like, "Oh, that's great. That's
So
great."
would you rather have like that criticism?
I'd rather have the criticism. But in first year, he was really irritating because it was like, we want you to think outside the box, but not like too outside the box. Like keep it in the genre, but like inside the box. And so I had enough. I kind of like. He flipped a switch at one point. And I was like, "What do you want?" And I kind of went off, and I shouldn't have. I apologize the next lecture, but he's like, "You're telling us to do something original, but stay inside the box." I just like fully was like, "What the fuck do they want?"
I think that's the hard thing with like I say artistic subjects.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm core. I'm chemical
Yeah, yeah.
engineering. Is in chemical engineering you're either right or you're wrong.
Yes.
And I think that sticks with me. It's like I don't want to be like, oh, like say there are multiple ways to do like one question, but in the end there's a right answer and there's a wrong answer.
Yeah.
You can have like rounding errors similar, but then there's a
Yeah.
right and a wrong. I feel like in arts it's up to the marker.
Oh, yeah.
Takes a piss.
But it's something I was talking about with Jan the other day. It's up to the marker. It's also very subjective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we have the sheets that say for I'll not say it's a mix. It's like it's an okay. So when you have here's like your boundary marks, here's like 100 to 80, 17, so on. They will have a difference of one adjective. It just says like good mix and goes up to great mix, excellent mix. And I've asked 2 lecturers about this. One of them, who's an academic advisor, he said, "Yeah, we're talking with like someone to try and get this sorted." And the other one went, "You're just gonna have to ask us because there's no way to know," which is stupid.
Yeah.
And this doesn't just go for like artistic stuff. This is like your referencing. If you're doing books, it's like okay referencing, good referencing.
Excellent.
You could give a number or you could give something.
Yeah, some percentage.
Oh, by
something
the way-
feasible.
Yeah.
Fuck referencing for real.
And then so when it's subjective, it's like you've not, so the hardest bit is say if like, oh, I did this because I wanted it to sound like this. You've then got to go because this song could sound like this and it's in this genre, or you find a book that says they did this as well, or you go they did this, I did the opposite just to experiment. To find that in the first place, the book harder than you think because there's not books that there'll be books that cover it, but they won't be specific. So then you're probably looking more for an article, which they go, an article's okay, but a book's better.
That is so hard to reference music.
Exactly.
To
Like
reference
Referencing,
sound
we
waves.
already reference, and we find it a pain.
Yeah.
God help you.
yeah, and I think almost everyone I've talked to, I've not known someone who's not had the feedback use more referencing or use more academic resources.
Yeah, because I mean, in law, what they want is like, they want it from I don't know, I forget what they call them. Is it scholars, academic scholars in the past that have come up with their own like theories and stuff, and it's like, boring.
So I think that it's sort of they don't recognize YouTube tutorials as like
Damn,
academic.
wow.
There'll be people who've like built businesses on it. Like there's one guy, I forget his name now. I think it's like Professionomic or something like that. Anyways, doesn't really matter. He's got a full business like based off of this. He teaches people, does lectures, has his own studio. You know, it's official. He's been in articles, and they won't accept it just because it's a YouTube channel. And it's silly that
But that's how much you get most.
Exactly.
I mean, especially for music and stuff,
Yeah.
you get most of your
Like-
shit from
like I
videos
find
and.
in the same context, the YouTuber Michael Reeves,
Yeah,
the coder.
yeah.
I saw a clip from a podcast, and he was saying like, if you're applying from somewhere, they don't really care what college or uni you've gone to. They just care what you can do, because you can find these courses online. You can do this, and you can have an amazing website, but you won't have gone to like Harvard, for example.
Yeah.
Harvard and what do you? I mean, just random one. What do you think about the ranking and stuff? What's your opinion on that?
I think the ranking, like I've never actually researched into this. This is all from like what film stereotypes and stereotypes I've heard.
Yeah.
You're either the hard worker who gets a scholarship in, or like you've got the money to get in. And it's like I've heard from one of my friends who goes to Cambridge. He's also on a term.
Yeah.
Like when they move in and out.
Oh,
So after every term, like sometimes he's like forgotten things at home, but he can't go and get it because like he doesn't know if it's worth having, for the term time.
Yeah. It's exactly, and the ranking is unfair, as it's like depends on the course.
But then I feel like to rank a uni, it's a lot more than. It's a lot more than flipping the academical aspect. It's the city. It's the social activities. It's how do they respond to if I had, I know obviously they're not meant to babysit you, but like there's a lot more. But I feel like Cambridge and what's the other one? Oxford and all of them. It's like the Oxbridge group. I mean, if you went there, you guys are great. You know what? You worked hard to what you did.
You've got to be doing something
in.
really academic to make it worth it.
Yeah.
You don't go there for music.
You don't. Yeah, like I said, like you might. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
It really depends. But I for me, I've never believed. Well, I think it's a thing that's inputted in our brains. But I've never believed, because they do it for high school as well.
Yeah.
This high school. Outstanding and what they called?
Ofsted
come in and they mess up a lot of the things. It's like, right? What
something kind of needs to change. They need to put, I don't know if there's like papers or something where they put like, this is why we ranked it like this rather than, I don't know where that is. But one thing which is sort of on the same lines is, I don't know if you were looking at it when it came to finding a uni. You had those what are they called?
The university board.
Not the boards. It was like people who like recommend this course, and it would have, it was green and white always. It was like surveys people did after they finish a course.
Oh yeah.
Not enough people do some of these.
Oh, so you think that? Okay, that's
that
a good
should
point.
be more influential, because like all these production courses, everything that's art based, hardly anyone like filled out. There's 15 on this course, which is a pretty big course. It's new, but it's like this were answers over the course of 5 and 3 years, and it's like 15 total.
Like like people feeding back.
How many people would you say there are overall? Like 200, 300?
On my course, which is music production, 80, I think. I think there might be more because there's more doing performance, which isn't the same. But I think might have dwindled slightly because people left, but that's just my year.
Yeah.
And of course, there's 3-4 years because it's a sandwich course. So it's really easy apparently. Just if you want to do a sandwich year, you tick a box and like that's it.
Because I would say that, I mean, there's not much that we can do, as in like how the government treats the university ranking, how unis treat whatever. But I mean, if we can help by feeding back ourselves,
I'd say you finish your course and you get that feedback thing, do it. It's a lot more helpful than you think.
Because it's a lot more helpful than this one. You're ranked number 15 or number 80 on the thingy list. It's like, I guess we have the internet and like for like TikTok videos and stuff. I just feel like it's not enough. Like I can't tell you. I mean, I hope we can help with the podcast and stuff in that respect, but I can't. It definitely was difficult when actually just choosing a union because you're basing it off a ranking.
I wish that's talked about more.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
When I was picking my subjects, my options, I was like, okay. I started like, which one is good at chemical engineering? And I just went onto the website, all the unis that did chemical engineering that were ranked. I didn't look into like what kind of people were there, like what things to do, like what was the accommodation saying, like prices of things, what's around, do you know those kind of things?
No, I didn't either.
And then you kind of just jump in, and you just have to find everything out yourself.
Yeah.
And like as you said, I hope this podcast can help with things like that. Yeah. For like as a majority, like you're just in the deep end.
I mean, I was kind of like umming and ahhing about Huddersfield and Leeds because I thought, I don't know, like both of them are pretty close.
Yeah.
I know a few people going to Huddersfield. Then I did open day for both Huddersfield and Leeds, and Huddersfield's like, yes, it's all right. It seems to be orientated between performance. Then I went to Leeds, and they've just got like the best studios.
You know what I mean?
I think because it happened just before. They started it, I don't know, it happened over COVID sort of. They got all this equipment in and it's now considered like one of the best in Europe.
Oh yeah, I've been sick.
So it's like, that was like, wow. and kind of instantly changed my mind. Like, I don't know what kind of they must teach good if they have all this equipment, and they do to a degree.
I mean, yeah, like it's stuff like that. I mean, would you say open days is important to go to? I never went to any, to be fair.
I didn't go to any open days.
I couldn't be asked.
But it did clash with a lot for me back in college.
Definitely, yeah.
Like they kind of squashed them all at the start of the year, when it would be more ideal to have like a little gap after exams.
I went to an open day for not masters, the one before it, to a postgraduate by accident, and so there was no one to talk to. It was like, I went like genuinely red with embarrassment, like fuck. Yeah. But then one guy said, "Well, I can show you around the facilities." Like, yeah, that'll do, and that was enough to like, wow.
Because again, the for me, jumps are so important in life. The jump that we have from year 10 to 11 is a similar jump that you have from first year of college to second year of college. Because first year, I mean, we were in COVID times, we were chilling.
First year, I didn't think we kind of clocked like how vast things were, like how big they were. I was just there like, my biggest worry in first year was like, what am I going to get at Dixie's?
Dixie Pigeon, anyway.
And then it got to second year and I was like, wow, I need to choose a subject. I need to choose something.
Your personal statement, drafts, all of this stuff, and it comes all quick. And then you're saying they're squashing open days. It's a lot of things to just is the word just grasp in a short space of time.
One thing wasn't actually too prominent was like A levels themselves are like big deal, but the revision behind them. I remember one of the teachers I ever heard someone saying like, you don't need to worry about it because it's a 2-year course, and you're not even in for the full year. So if you have something you can catch up, you should be able to do that like pretty quick. Yeah, and they weren't wrong. They weren't wrong. If you're someone who can revise, which I think very few people are, technically you could just like do it like that.
I just went back for a second and down.
The library.
The library days.
I loved revising maths because it was sort of like, as you were saying earlier, it's like black and white. You're either right, you're wrong. It's very simple. Doing business and music wasn't too bad because it was B-Tech, but business. Good Lord, that was awful because the essay writing, I'm shit at English.
Did you have to compare them to graphs as well? I'm thinking economics. No, sorry.
No, we did as well. Oh, like you had elasticity of demand and all this shit. It's like,
that was a different language.
Yeah, exactly. It took the piss. The only thing I remember was like, I'm glad I remember that because I had to use it in an essay for uni, which is completely unrelated. It's like I just need an academic resource. Yeah. What's it called? Oh, it's like scale. Basically, the bigger businesses, the cheaper they can buy shit. Economics of scale or something like that. That's the only thing I remember. Is like, because it's such a simple concept. Like Tesco's can buy a lot of shit because they're big.
Because they're bigger,
yeah. I mean, that's quite simple to be honest. Honestly,
but fucking, I don't know. I don't know if I'm happy with the course I chose in college. But hey, it didn't matter anyways. Because.
But brings us to a question: are you happy where you're at now?
Yeah. At the moment, it's like stressful because, as I said, there's a sandwich year, and when you're doing something artsy, then you kind of want a career afterwards, which isn't as simple as write CV, hand it in, because they're few and far between some of these jobs. And so at the moment, I'm chilling, but it's like on the horizon. I know over between summer and the start of next year, I could potentially, if I found or talked to the right person, I could have a job.
Yeah. What do you mean between second year and third year?
Yeah, so I could take a sandwich year if I found a job that was decent and music related. Then but so it's a bit stressful that's on the horizon because there's both a lot and little information. Like someone did a PowerPoint kind of presentation thing, and I was like, that's informative, but I want someone to kind of tell me that it's. I don't know. It's not tell me it's okay as such because that seems like I'm like a little boy. So it was just like I thought it was more along the lines of we can set you up with this if you provide a good CV. I don't know if it's that in any other uni, but for this one, it's like here's who we recommend to go to, and they know that we recommend, so that's why you're more likely to. Which is not how I thought it worked, which is quite unfortunate. I think maybe it's just my naivety. But yeah, that's stressful because then if it's not this year, as in not this sandwich year, then it's after uni. And what changes? Like, do they still set you up?
Yeah. I mean, that's another jump.
Exactly. After uni, I don't even think about it.
What happens next?
I got home. There's nothing back at home. I would have to go from my house to Manchester every time. And at the moment, it's a great place to be in the city centre. Anything's going on, a 20-minute walk away. If I'm back at home, it's a 40-minute, like at least 40 minutes to get there, be
It's
it
a
through walking.
journey.
Time.
Well, that's why Splendour are gonna, headline
better.
Glastonbury.
We better.
Who's we? I don't know who that.
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
know
Yeah,
band.
I mean,
don't know
my,
what you're talking about.
not my
Yeah,
band, the
like-
band.
Are they still headlining with Imagine Dragons?
I actually talked to what's the guy from Imagine Dragons called? Dave Frank. Yeah,
Yeah, Mr. Dragon himself.
Mr. Dragon himself. Yeah, I spoke to him. It's not quite. We're touring with them, and they're opening for us. It's they're open for Splendour, not us. But
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
listen to Imagine Dragons, so I will not watch this.
No.
I will not watch this show.
No. You don't have to. You can come later when we come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, when they come on.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Splendour, guys.
Yeah.
This
What
is
do you
like
know
the
about
eighth time.
Splendour? What do you know?
What do you know?
What do you really know about Splendour? But yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
That's them. But, I guess that's.
Never anything else to add on?
Anything else add on?
No, I think that's Leeds Beckett's a good course, regardless of what the they have a good music production course, regardless of what the little survey thing says. Although it has like 15 people,
Yeah.
lecturers can be shit at feedback, but amazing studios, and if you learn how to use them, you are sorted.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
Uni of Leeds people, leave Leeds Beckett people alone.
Thank you.
Yeah. That goes for Leeds Trinity too.
Yeah. I don't know where you guys are, but leave Leeds Beckett alone or we'll come for you. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I won't. They will. I don't want to part of this war.
Yeah.
No, he actually has the baseball bat.
Yeah.
He's coming for you.
I got a shark.
No, I do not.
Oh no, the penis is gone. What's your thing for the people to take away with them today?
Takeaway. I'd say when you get down, life brings you back up. So at the end, you fight to keep fighting.
And it was snowing on Mount Fuji.
And it was snowing on Mount Fuji. Thank you, Saul, for the IQ.
Thank you.
No
Yeah,
worries.
thank you for having us. So.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me on.
Oh, always. I mean, Saul actually is pretty much there for all our episodes anyway.
He's in the back.
Pretend like I'm not, but I
He's
am.
not, but
Like,
Saul is
speaking
going to
of,
be
like,
there for all.
His music course. He is our sound engineer.
He is everything. This
Hey,
man is
I
incredible.
got to put this on my CV. It's great. It's win-win.
Yeah, there we go. And
Exactly.
that was the
ForUni podcast.
the
Podcast
podcast
for you and I.
Thanks for watching.